Southeast Asia is one of the most linguistically diverse regions in the world. This diversity is a result of the region's complex history, geographical features, and the mingling of various cultures and ethnic groups over thousands of years. The region encompasses countries such as Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Singapore, Brunei, and East Timor. Each of these nations contributes to the rich tapestry of languages spoken in Southeast Asia. To start with, the languages of Southeast Asia can be broadly categorized into several major language families: Austroasiatic, Tai-Kadai, Austronesian, Sino-Tibetan, and Hmong-Mien. Each of these families includes numerous languages and dialects that are spoken by different ethnic groups across the region. The Austroasiatic language family is one of the oldest in Southeast Asia. It includes languages such as Khmer, which is the official language of Cambodia, and Vietnamese, the national language of Vietnam. These languages have a rich history and have been influenced by various cultural and historical factors. Khmer, for example, has been influenced by Sanskrit and Pali due to the spread of Hinduism and Buddhism in the region. Vietnamese, on the other hand, has borrowed heavily from Chinese, reflecting the historical dominance of Chinese culture and governance in the area. The Tai-Kadai language family includes Thai and Lao, which are the official languages of Thailand and Laos, respectively. These languages are tonal, meaning that the pitch or tone used when speaking a word can change its meaning. This tonal nature makes them unique and complex. Thai, in particular, has been influenced by Pali, Sanskrit, and Old Khmer, reflecting the historical and cultural exchanges in the region. The script used for writing Thai was derived from the Old Khmer script, which in turn was influenced by the Brahmi script of India. The Austronesian language family is perhaps the most widespread in Southeast Asia. This family includes Malay, Indonesian, Tagalog, and many other languages spoken in the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, and parts of East Timor. The Austronesian languages are known for their extensive use of affixes to convey different grammatical meanings. Malay and Indonesian, which are very similar, serve as the national languages of Malaysia and Indonesia, respectively. These languages have also been influenced by Arabic, Persian, Portuguese, Dutch, and English due to historical trade, colonization, and modern globalization. Sino-Tibetan languages are spoken primarily in Myanmar, with Burmese being the most prominent. Burmese, the official language of Myanmar, uses a script derived from the ancient Brahmi script of India. It has been influenced by Pali, reflecting the spread of Theravada Buddhism in the region. Sino-Tibetan languages are also spoken in parts of northern Vietnam and Laos. The Hmong-Mien language family, while not as widespread, includes languages spoken by the Hmong and Mien Yao ethnic groups in Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, and Myanmar. These languages are also tonal and have rich oral traditions, with many stories and histories passed down through generations without a formal written script until recent times. Apart from these major language families, Southeast Asia is home to a plethora of indigenous languages spoken by smaller ethnic groups. For instance, in the Philippines alone, there are over 170 languages spoken across its many islands. Similarly, Indonesia, with its vast archipelago, is home to over 700 languages. These languages often have their own unique scripts, oral traditions, and cultural significance. The lingual diversity of Southeast Asia is not just a product of historical and cultural factors, but also of geographical ones. The region's rugged terrain, dense forests, and numerous islands have created natural barriers that allow different communities to develop their languages in relative isolation. This geographical fragmentation has contributed significantly to the linguistic diversity seen today. Colonial history also played a crucial role in shaping the linguistic landscape of Southeast Asia. The arrival of European powers such as the Portuguese, Dutch, Spanish, British, and French brought new languages and scripts to the region. For instance, the Philippines was influenced by Spanish during its colonization, which introduced many Spanish loanwords into Tagalog and other Philippine languages. Similarly, English has become a significant language in Malaysia, Singapore, and the Philippines due to British and American colonial influence. Despite the rich linguistic diversity, many Southeast Asian countries have adopted a national language to promote unity and communication across different ethnic groups. For example, Bahasa Indonesia and Malay serve as lingua francas in Indonesia and Malaysia, respectively, allowing people from different linguistic backgrounds to communicate effectively. Similarly, English serves as an important second language in countries like Singapore, the Philippines, and Malaysia, playing a crucial role in education, business, and government. Efforts to preserve and promote indigenous languages are ongoing in many Southeast Asian countries. Governments and cultural organizations recognize the importance of linguistic diversity as part of their cultural heritage. In countries like the Philippines and Indonesia, there are initiatives to document and teach indigenous languages in schools. Similarly, in Vietnam, there are efforts to preserve minority languages spoken by ethnic groups in the northern and central highlands. However, the dominance of national languages and globalization pose challenges to the survival of many smaller languages. Younger generations often prefer to learn and use the national language or English for better educational and economic opportunities, leading to a decline in the use of indigenous languages. This shift threatens the cultural and linguistic heritage of many ethnic groups in Southeast Asia. In response to these challenges, there are increasing efforts to revitalize and promote endangered languages. Digital technology and social media have provided new platforms for language preservation. Online dictionaries, language learning apps, and social media groups allow speakers of minority languages to connect, share resources, and promote their languages to a wider audience. In conclusion, the lingual diversity of Southeast Asia is a testament to the region's rich cultural and historical tapestry. From the ancient Austroasiatic languages to the widespread Austronesian languages, the region's linguistic landscape is incredibly varied and complex. This diversity is shaped by a myriad of factors including geography, history, culture, and colonial influences. While the dominance of national languages and globalization pose challenges to linguistic diversity, ongoing efforts to preserve and promote indigenous languages highlight the importance of maintaining this rich cultural heritage. The lingual diversity of Southeast Asia not only enriches the cultural identity of the region, but also contributes to the global linguistic heritage,